And you're good.
We didn't have any music.
We're not going to do the music over again.
I believe everything is better with Laura.
Oh, that was lovely. Okay, sorry. Thursday at 3, take 2. The internet problems, we're back. We're going to hope it's going to work this time. And this week we are doing... Do what?
Oh, now you got some people watching. What?
This week we're doing tips to help you have a successful project. If Tom will quit correcting everything
Not
I
a
say.
successful marriage,
right?
a successful project.
We said we were doing prizes if you posted pictures. You can't post pictures on a live video. I didn't know that. If some of you think you can and tell me how, that's lovely. I would love to have that information. Love, love, love. But what we're going to do is ask you some questions, and the first people that answer the questions are going to get the prizes. So one of the questions that I'm going to ask first is, post on this page while we're doing our live video right now if this is your first time watching and how you heard about us.
And if they did it on the other one, can they repost?
They can repost, but we don't even have the other one. We deleted it, so we don't have any of that information. So you have to repost.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, you can repost if you did it on the other one.
People are saying it looks much better.
Okay, good. Okay, so if this is your first time watching, tell us, yay, it's my first time, and how'd you hear about us? So.
And Laura brushed her hair. That's why it looks better.
My hair was already brushed. Okay, so our winners this week are, for the $35 gift card, or gift certificate, or refund, or whatever you want to call it, are, first one is, sorry, I should already had it pulled up.
Wait,
right here.
While she's doing that, look at her fancy nails. Oh.
So.
Oh, yeah.
Look.
Fancy fingers.
Just one.
Thank you so much.
Jen Lynn Parker. Look how pretty this is. And tell me where to hold it so it's not glaring. This is linen. Then she whitewashed, dry brushed, whatever you want to call it, with driftwood and wet distressed. It's so simple, but it's so classic. So classy. So tell us, Jen Lynn, that you won in the notes section of your next order, and we'll refund $35.
Okay, can I tell you the first time winner?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Do we have a winner for the watching the first time?
Darlene Turner Wilder. She said she's first time watching. She doesn't know how she found us, but she's glad she did.
Darlene Turner
How
Wilder.
you found us. That's great. Darlene, welcome. If you
She
decide,
found us through Providence.
I'm sure it was prayer. So when you if you want to place an order online for our products, because by the time this is over, you're going to want every single thing we sell. Just put in the notes section. There's a note section. Put in the note section that you got a $25 gift certificate for.
I thought it was 15.
Well,
It's fine.
It's 25. Are you going to do this the whole time, Jill?
No, I'm sorry. I will get out of it.
Okay. All right. Next winner is, this is her first project. And I love when people jump into this for their first project. Debbie Timmons. She did her cabinets. And I'm going to blow these up there. Okay. Can you see it? That's her cabinets before.
Ooh, can you tilt it? Because there's the...
Yeah. How's that?
Much
Better?
better.
Okay. There's before. Okay. And look at after. Phenomenal.
Ta-da.
She used cloud, dark glaze, and satin tough top. Woohoo!
Great.
Okay, then this last, so $35 credit, just place an order and put in the note section. Give me $35
Prices
back.
changed every time.
The 35 is the Thursday at 3 Customer Creations winners. The 25 is the people watching today when we're doing our questions.
Okay.
Because we won't get that confused at.
Yeah.
They're gonna put on there what we owe them, and they're all gonna be honest.
Y'all just tell us
This
what you
one-
want off, and we'll give it to you.
This one.
No.
This one I'm showing. Ready? Okay, here we go. This one deserves a prize because she made.
Got off of it.
Oh shoot!
We have another one who was just searching Facebook and found us.
Yay! She made lily pad look good. That is an art. That is lily
Yeah,
pad.
it is. That looks great.
Doesn't that look fabulous? Now, all of you went on there. Oh, I love lily pad. Lily pad's my favorite color. I didn't think I liked lily pad, but I really love lily pad. Why'd you discontinue lily pad? Lily pad. So, thank you, Laura, for doing that kind of uproariously horrific little thing going on there with your lily pad. You get a prize. Your prize is our last 2 quarts of lily pad. So we will send you our last 2 quarts of lily pad so you can continue to make fabulous things like that.
Because now we know who bought the other quart of lily pad last year.
What? Oh, really? I'm going to contact her and have her make all of our colors look this good. Because seriously, lily pad did not sell. And now that everybody's seen this, everybody wants lily pad. And it's also a stunning piece, and she staged it beautifully. There's a lot that went into what she did, a lot of hard work. So, and we seriously are going to mail you 2 quarts of lily pad.
It matches your iPad.
It does, doesn't it? It does. Okay, so now we're going to get busy with this week, what we're talking about for getting your project started, because we had a big discussion. I don't think I need this anymore. What?
I'm covering your backside for you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. All right, I'm going to turn this around so I can prep it. All right, had a bunch of questions about, one person has a problem, and then it seems like everybody has a question about that same thing. So we're going to talk a little bit this week about what to do to make your project turn out. Yeah. First thing is prep. Prep is essential. Prep is not an upsell. Prep is fabulous. Prep is magical. It is great. And you need to start with prep. If you're doing, got a couple things we'll say here about it.
Show them
First,
the shine, Laura, so they can see how shiny that thing is.
Show them what?
How shiny it is, so
yes.
they know.
No, it's not saying it's cutting out here. Our internet says it's fine.
It could be their internet, too.
The first time it was totally our problem, but I'm not.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to,
Okay.
here we go.
We're going to talk slow and go slow.
Show them how shiny the surface is here that we're getting ready to paint. That's a pretty slickery surface there.
I don't know if the shine.
Amy said it's fine, so it must be fine.
Oh, well, if Amy says it's fine. Happy birthday yesterday, Amy. Okay.
What about my birthday?
All right, your birthday is Saturday. You don't say happy birthday
Still
early.
though,
You can say it late.
it's my birth week.
Katie is going to be
Oh, goodness, Laura.
20.
She's not going to be a
20.
teenager.
I know. I was just being amazed. She's going to be 20 on
Now you
Saturday.
have to be a real adult.
Okay, we're going to spray the prep on here. I'm going to spray the prep on and let it sit for a few minutes. Look at it, rolling right off.
Did you take all that time to get a light down?
Yes.
That's what you were.
He had it
I'm
all
exhausted.
twisted up there. Okay, you can let it sit for a few minutes. Yes, look at that prep. If you're doing kitchen cabinets or something super, super slick.
Oh, thank you everybody for my birthday wishes.
Now Katie's not focusing. She's just
Sorry.
happy about the birthday wishes.
I'm so
okay.
excited.
If tell them about your birthday present you already got.
I got a car.
Yeah, don't you think that's enough? Let's have everyone on there say, yeah, she's done. Yeah. No more gifts for Katie. Okay, so you're going to take a scrubby pad. Just a little bit.
Whoever
Just,
still wants to know what kind of towels you use,
Boop.
wipe it down.
okay, that's all I did with the scrubby pad. These are towels from Home Depot because I can get a whole bunch of them and then I cut them in, or Jill helps me, cut them in quarters because the one's too big and they last for a long time and that has one hot light.
Phil Patterson's birthday is today. And
Happy
Amy's
birthday,
was
Phil!
yesterday.
And who?
Amy's was yesterday.
Yeah, I knew Amy's was yesterday. I didn't get Phil's. So sorry, Phil. Okay, so
Happy birthday, everybody.
there you go.
You
So
failed to mention that was a hot man holding that hot light.
he's a hot man holding the hot light. So I sprayed the prep on. We're letting it sit for a couple minutes. I did a scrubby if it's something really, really slick, or kitchen cabinets. It never hurts to do that on kitchen cabinets because prepping a couple times on cabinets is a good idea. Then we're going to wipe it down. What to do?
I was telling Dad to.
Oh, sorry.
You're good.
Okay.
That's much better.
The hot light was causing problems.
And that's what we got off that. And I'm
Ew,
gonna
that
let
was dirty.
sit. Yeah, that was dirty. Okay. Here we're gonna do a little this. Because it's the same junk this is. I'm sorry, it's the same.
The other one too. It's
Okay.
not. That's plastic.
Okay. This is, who knows where that came from? Look at those little guys. Focus on one of these dudes.
Focusing.
Who knows where this came from? Because we get questions all the time. Can I do this? First person to get that question right gets a treat, a prize, $25.
What was the question?
The question was, where did this come from?
What store sells that furniture?
Where did that come from?
That is not one of the questions.
I know.
It is
she's
not.
Just,
I added it.
she's just ad libbing.
I added it. Okay, look. Can you see how dull this is here now? Compared with Katie, look at, I don't know. I mean, I can totally see it.
It's a bad light source.
Maybe.
No, you can kind of see some spots
See?
that are still shiny.
Who?
Jason Van Note,
Because he said,
IKEA.
IKEA! Yes. Place an order. Tell us you got $25 for saying
And
IKEA.
say Jason Van Note.
Okay? And you can see.
It was Jason
'cause you
Van
can
Note. Since she won't say it.
Jason Van Note. I'm sorry. Jason won. Yay, Jason. Okay? You can see that it's not as slick as it was. That's me adding some prep that's on my finger so you can see what it looks like wet, which is what it looked like shiny. It dulled it. Please say you can see that it dulled it.
Yes, you can.
Okay, thank you. I was referring to someone watching, but you will do, Katie. All right? We're going to do a little scrubby pad right here real quick. Okay. And wipe this puppy down.
Yes.
Yeah,
Are you trying to take finish off or dirt?
Yes. Am I trying to take finish off or dirt? Yes. We want both. We want the dirt to come off definitely, and you want to etch into that commercial finish just a little bit. Just give it something to really hang on to. So, I don't know if you can tell, but that is less slickerty too. How's the best way for me to hold it? It's not going to be flat, you know. It's not like, oh, she's handed. But that brings me to a good point. Diane Pruitt answered a couple questions when I was who knows where last week, not answering questions. And one of the things she said when you're talking about the prep is that the prep process takes the place of the sanding process, which was a great way to put it. So you want to prep really well because that's what keeps you from having to sand. Thank you, Diane. Okay. Now, cabinet door. I'm going to use a new rag. And you can go ahead and put that up here if you want. And we'll just prep half of it so we can see the difference. Okay. Prep is your friend. We actually sell the prep now in a 64 ounce. Do a happy dance. All right.
Can you, I'm sorry,
Yeah, no complaint, please.
can you just explain that I'm going by my feed on the answers and that's how.
Oh, you get in trouble?
Oh, Jill's feeling like she's getting in trouble. She's got her computer. She's going by her feed. Whatever pops up first, we'll screenshot it for you to prove we're not lying, picking favorites, dodging answers, whatever it is. We're truly just going with whatever pops up first over there. So if I need to fire a wheel, just tell me. Okay. All right, here we go. Scrubbing. Just a little scrubbing, okay? And
So this is out there so you guys can see. That's laminate flooring.
all right, let that dry. Scrubbing. Which we are not saying go paint your floors. I
Nope.
need to, qualify that.
We just want you to
Okay.
know what the paint will stick to.
Okay, that brings me to my next question for a $25 winner. The question is, yes.
Nothing. Go ahead.
Post the most unusual thing you have had the paint stick to. Something that you put the paint on where you were like, woohoo, it stuck to that. And don't be sarcastic and say solid wood, hardwood furniture. Just say, come on, work with me. So, yes?
They're asking if we have a military discount.
If we have a military discount?
Yeah.
Do you have a military discount?
Order Titans right now.
Oh, right now? Don't order right now. Pay attention to me. Order afterwards, and we'll let you know about the discount. What?
Put on there that you're in the military. What we'll have to do is give you a refund. People in the military have guns.
We'll have
So we should have a refund for them.
Call the military to confirm. No, just kidding.
I don't think we have people that would lie about something like that.
You just put on
But
there that
yes.
you're in the military, you're ordering, that you talk to, and we will more than happily take care of you.
Yes. But really, pay attention and then order when we're done. Okay, so we've prepped. Now, you can definitely see the shine gone on there, right? It's not a half and half thing, but I'm just saying you
Well-
can see the shine knocked off. It's not as shiny.
Yeah.
It's a question
It still
what
looks
was
shiny,
the
but
most-
less so.
What about this? Can you see where I stopped? Swoop, a line right there.
You can totally see where you stopped.
Okay, woohoo! That's what we're seeing on all of them, knocking the shine off. Okay, so now, yes, was there a question?
No.
I'm going to. There was another question? Okay. All right.
And you have the one behind you. It's melamine.
Which I'm going to pull out, or maybe I'm not, because we're...
Wow, we've had people paint a lot of weird things.
Oh, yay, good.
Can't be a body part.
Okay, pick one, Katie.
All right.
The first one, I don't know what Formica is. We have
No.
old silver tea service, my fingernails,
Fingernails cracked me up.
metal picture frame, earrings, mason jar, TV trays, a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
All
we'll
right.
let them keep doing it, and then we'll pick one. We'll let
First
you-
coat, we'll
Jill
pick one of
has
those.
the log, but
Yeah. First coat is supposed to go on thin, and I'm going to talk about this while I'm doing this. So, actually, I'm going to talk about it after I'm doing this. Okay. Tom, you want to turn the fan on?
Yes.
You're doing a
They
thin
painted
first
the driveway.
coat. Somebody painted their driveway?
No, that was Lisa Arbiano.
Lisa, you painted your driveway? That was accidentally. That was hilarious. Wasn't that a oops driveway? All right. Thin. You can see through that. It is not a final coat. Don't do the get her done thing. Put a thin coat on first. What happens is when you put something that's a thick coat on, you will turn the fan on or you will wait a while. It's going to feel like it's dry. The problem is it's going to feel dry up here, but underneath it is not dry. Underneath, if you've got a thick coat on for your first coat, there's still wet paint under there. So you put that second coat on, and like Tom said, that's like putting saran wrap around that first coat. You're sealing it in.
Okay.
Okay, just 1 minute. Let me explain about this, and then we'll do questions. No, keep it on.
Okay.
I'll do the questions. I'll go over to her if I have to. So it's like you're putting saran wrap over that first coat. You're keeping that wet paint under there. Eventually it's going to dry, but it's going to take a lot longer. Your first coat needs to be thin. If you've got your first coat on thin, you are, and I'm talking thin. I'm just not paying attention to it being stunning or beautiful. I'm just covering with a first coat. So, what kind of questions do we have, Jill?
Well, Susan wants to know if prep cleans old silver.
Cleans it to be shiny. I don't know if it would do the same thing as a silver cleaner. I don't know. Try it and tell us. We'd love to know. Haven't tried that. Will it clean silver was the question for those of you who didn't hear that.
And then the other one, Amy wants, not Amy Wither, Amy Hart wants to know, she said you won't get bleed through.
She wants to know
Asking if
what to do to get bleed through.
that you won't.
Oh, you're not sanding this. You get bleed through when you sand through, or you get bleed through when you sand it through, or when the oils come through because the surface is damaged, that kind of thing. We did a scrubby. We didn't sand, so we did not sand. Yeah. We did not sand through enough that the oils would come through. If you do have a problem with the oils coming through, if I was having some pink show up on this, I'd put a coat of Tough Top on. What are you doing?
You weren't in the camera, you're fine.
So put a coat of Tough Top on and then try it again. And then the thing we joke about is if you're really having a problem with bleed through, just paint it black. Because then it's not going to show up.
From Germany,
Uh-huh.
would like to know what paint it is.
What did you just say?
June from Germany.
June?
June
Okay.
from Germany.
From Germany? That's awesome. I didn't know what you said there. Would like to know
She's
if...
asking the brand. She wants to know what paint this is.
Oh, this is... Logo. Rethunk Chunk by Laura paint.
And the color.
And the color I'm putting on everything right now is Robin's Egg Blue. It's a really pretty color. Okay, so did we already prep here?
There's another question.
We did already prep?
Yep.
Yeah, please. No, questions are great.
How much coverage do you normally get up a court?
Tom, you want to do coverage while I do this?
A coverage, it's hard to say because you're talking furniture, so it's not like a wall where you can say, oh, you get 120 square feet. So what we tell people...
Wait, plus... Sorry.
I knew I
plus,
wouldn't make it.
Almost you did. Plus, it depends on what you're going over with. If you're going over dark cherry furniture or something that was previously black with cloud, it's going to take more than if I'm painting those black dining chairs over there, just a fresh coat of midnight. So, go. Sorry.
If you're doing a dresser and a nightstand, a pint's going to get you, again, you can double that. So you're going to get a couple of dressers, a couple of nightstands, a table and some chairs, that kind of thing. But it's hard to say, it is 120 square feet, but how do you do that down to furniture?
Did that help? Hopefully that helped.
That helped
Any other
because I
questions?
answered it.
Yeah.
Marina wants to paint veneer on a sewing table that is heavily used. She wants to know if paint Tough Top will hold up well.
Yes, it should hold up great. You're talking. She said veneer, which is the same as. Do what?
I don't know if they heard.
Oh, I should say their question right. She wanted. There's somebody painting. Marina, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Marina wants to paint a sewing table that has a veneer finish on it. We've painted lots of veneer as long as you seal it, and as long as you're following these steps. The people that have problems, when we talk to them, there are always going to be one or two pieces out there that just aren't going to be able to be painted. Not with our stuff, not with anybody's stuff, not with anything. I'm gonna let you do that in just 1 second because I'm gonna have to go. Ooh. So there are those pieces out there, but usually if we talk to somebody, we find out, oh yeah, we did go heavy on the first coat, or oh, I didn't think prepping was necessary, or oh, whatever it is. We can almost always talk you through what the problem is so that you have a successful outcome. You ready or not? You want to give it a few minutes?
You keep going. You can keep talking.
Okay.
You're good at that.
Okay, one more question. Great.
Michelle Hilton is asking what kind of glaze would you put on over midnight to bring out a silver finish?
Michelle wants to know what kind of glaze we would put on over midnight to bring out a silver finish.
Bring out some silver.
Silver metallic added to our tintable glaze. Yeah, we've got a silver metallic. Add that to our tintable glaze, and you'll have a silver look going on over the midnight. And when you do it, show us. That sounds cool. All right, Tom's going to scratch some of these so you can see we just now put the paint on them. Just now put the paint on them. You can do it with the pointer.
Well, the pointer can't hold a knife.
Oh, I thought you were just going to scratch with the pointer.
The pointer can do a lot.
The
pointer
knife
is a
scratchier,
finger.
though.
Okay, knifey scratchier.
Mom
That's right.
doesn't like the sound of the knife.
I know.
In case
This
you're
does
wondering-
the chalkboard thing.
In case you're wondering why I'm not using metal, you can scratch your car with metal. But what we're going to show you, you saw we just painted these. We put on a thin coat. What we're trying to show you is if you put this first coat on, that's your, no, everybody gets mad at me when I say it, but that's your coat that bonds. Now
Why
it's
do people
bonded,
get mad
it's
about
bonded
that?
quick. Well, they said it was too technical.
Ooh, how many bars? Ooh, look at that kitchen cabinet.
And I'm,
Ooh, how many
I'm
bars?
rubbing the
Yeah,
snot
he
out
is,
of
because
them.
it's killing my ears.
These are the ones we just painted.
Prep, thin first
I don't even know how to
coat.
show that. Since.
Prep, thin first coat. Look what we got going on. Fabulous.
Now, in case you're wondering, I don't
I
even
just
know if
did
this
that.
is dry.
I was gonna say, I don't know
This
if
is
it's dry.
plastic. You saw when she did that one. That's plastic melamine, in case you're wondering what that is. So, we're trying to show you that the thin coat is the answer. Prep it, thin coat it, you're good to go.
Ooh. Throw
you
down
hear-
that knife. Throw it down, Tommy.
Yeah,
You can. Ask me another question.
Jason would like to know if you use liquid sand or glosser instead of.
Can we turn the fan off?
No, we use. Jason would like to know if we used liquid deglosser instead of sanding. We did not. We used the ever magical, all powerful, amazing. There should be some echo now. Prep.
One of the people
Prep.
answered him while you were answering.
Oh, okay. We use Prep. Prep is absolutely amazing and made to work with all of our products. It's an awesome thing. What?
What is your favorite brush?
What is my favorite brush? Whatever is quality enough. This is actually a serious answer, but it's not going to make anybody happy, so I'll answer another answer in a minute. Whatever is quality enough that I can paint and not have brush strokes, and cheap enough that when Tom's not looking, I can throw it away and not wash it.
Huh?
Yep, that's my answer. So, got a second coat going on here. And I'm not going to do this one real heavy either because we're going to slap some glaze on this puppy.
I thought you were glazing this.
Oh, okay, glaze that.
Yeah,
All right, second coat started drying. All right, second. Whoa, something's under here. It's a prep lid. Move. Hold it. Just one sec. Thank you. All right. All right, second coat. Any other? Okay, I've got a question then because we were going to do a couple more prizes. Somebody go to the Q&A page. First person to post their.
Doesn't that make them get off here? You told people not to get off here.
Most people can open another screen, Tom. You and I are old. We don't know how, but most people can flip open another screen in a heartbeat, and it's not a problem. So go to the Q&A page, or you can do it later, and we'll pull it up later. But the first person to post a kitchen or bathroom done with Rethunk products gets a prize. $25. How are we going to know what? Because the time tells you when it's posted. I'm brilliant. Okay, turn that around to the fan.
You can come to
Second
this side.
coat, and it looks great. No, turn around so they can see the second coat. That's 2 coats over dark cherry. And we're going to distress and glaze that here in just a moment. Okay, oops. Put it over there by the, oh, the fan's up on top. Okay. All right. Any other questions while we're doing this?
Are you supposed to thin paint?
I am.
Okay.
Do what?
Are you supposed to thin the paint?
You can, okay, that's a great question. You can thin the paint if you're putting it in a sprayer. It usually requires a little water if you're putting it in the sprayer. You can also thin the paint if you're noticing that you have brush strokes. Either switch to another brush or add a little bit of water to the paint, and that will help it self-level like it does. Great question. Any other questions? Go with another coat on here. See how nice.
Painted a table and 6 chairs. She wants to distress and glaze now. What should be used first?
We're getting ready to show her.
Distress comes first, glaze comes second. Because when you glaze, when you're highlighting, I got dingleberries on this brush. Sorry, when you glaze, you're highlighting the architecture and stuff. If you have distress first, the glaze goes into, well, let me just distress this leg over here that's done, and I will show you. Where's my sander?
You mean the one Lindsay has on the other side?
Lindsay has my sander?
You're going to have to just use a little thing. It's not
I don't just use a little thing.
I can do.
It's
All right.
not okay.
Can I ask a question for Tom while you're doing that?
Yeah, please.
So Rebecca has a table with a fake granite top.
Mhm.
Thinks it's plastic. She wants to know how she can get the paint to stick to it.
If it's plastic, tap on it. If
And the paint
the one that wants to know if it's a faux marble or if it's real marble, if you tap on it, it will sound plastic or it'll sound marble. The other way to do it is to, if you can look underneath
No,
it,
does she want to know what it was, or does she want to know how to get paint to stick?
you can look at the back side of it. If you want to get the paint to stick, all these same steps will take care of that for you.
Okay, and what brush are you using today?
I'm using today a 1-inch just
Rethunk chunk brush,
brush.
one of ours.
And what color paint are you using on the cherry finish?
Robin's Egg Blue. And I'm getting ready to sand with harsh feelings about my daughter. Because I don't have, no.
And Wanda would like you to explain why you would do glazing versus dry brush.
Why I would glaze versus dry brush. Because it's two different looks. And let me explain that. Well, I'll do one side of this one way and one side the other way.
Well, she feels that glazing is more time consuming than dry brush.
And she's right. It is quicker than dry brush. She's right.
What's Wanda doing on here dissing our glaze? Just kidding.
But she's dry brushing with her paint. So it just depends on how lazy you want to be, I think.
It depends on the time you want. And the look. There is a little bit of a different look. Let me show you. So,
We have a ton of questions.
read
Keep
them.
asking.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have like 1,000,004
Ask the
questions.
question.
Read them out?
Yeah, read them.
Okay, where did I go?
I'm getting ready to glaze right now.
But you're going to have to keep repeating them before you answer.
Yeah.
I will. Sorry.
Random question. When you paint a front door, do you only paint the outside or do you do both inside and out?
Personal preference?
No,
I-
you got to repeat the question. That's what she
Oh,
said.
I'm sorry. When you paint a front door, do you paint the outside only or inside and out? Totally personal preference. There's no rule either way. Depends on what you like. If you paint it on the outside, when you open it up, you see the inside and they're not colors you like together, paint the inside too. But you don't have to. Just because you paint the outside doesn't mean you have to paint the inside.
Okay. Which is better for painting cabinets, a brush or a roller? If roller, what kind?
Tom, your turn.
So it depends on how many cabinets you have. You can use a roller and a brush at the same time because, look, Katie, can you get a look here? There's no brush stroke, so it looks almost like air that you use as sprayer. So you can use, well, maybe because it's wet, but you can use a brush. The roller you would want to use is one of those small white ones. We have one here somewhere called a high density foam roller. They sell them at all the big stores. And they're the white ones, and they're about this big around rather than a big one. Do not use one for a wall. Use the smaller white hard one. Looks like a rocket or something.
It does not look like a rocket.
It looks like a rocket.
No, it doesn't.
What looks like a rocket?
The foam
Right.
rollers you use.
That's probably why I don't
A
build
rocket?
rockets. It looks like a rocket.
It does not look like a rocket.
Okay.
All right.
The consensus
Yes?
is you're wrong.
And then we have the
It
question.
looks
so I'm
like a
trying
rocket.
to get a different color underneath another peacock, underneath cotton with
Mhm.
distressing. What's the best way to do this?
Trying to layer colors so you sand and another color comes out. Wait 24 hours after you put that first color on so it really has some time to cure. And then back off on the grid of your sandpaper. Use 220, somewhere in that range. Sand really, really lightly. Or wet distressing helps that too.
And Carol is asking, which I think we just answered this question, can you use your paint to paint an exterior door?
Yep, you can use our paint to paint an exterior door.
Fun fact, much to my wife's chagrin, in case you think we don't believe in the paint, I'm currently painting an old pontoon boat with our paint. So
Actually,
there you go.
he is.
Yep.
We have painted the part that comes up like that, the fabric, the canvas or whatever that comes up like that, on the back of it, and we've used the paint and painted it because it was like a nasty red color, and we painted it sandstone, right?
Mhm.
And it's been out there for 8 months in the rain, the snow, the sleet, the ice, the sun. It looks amazing.
Next week I'm painting the floor.
What would you do with the metal
carpet?
tips to that table? And can I say a shout out to my Aunt Pinky? that-
Yes, you can. Okay, yes, you can. Let me say, what's her name?
Well, we call her name's Aunt Twinkie.
Shout out to Aunt Twinkie. Hey.
I have an Aunt Cookie.
Yeah,
They
he
should
does.
get together.
He does
That-
have an Aunt Cookie.
Ready?
That's hilarious. Let's
Wait
get
for
Cookie
it.
and Twinkie together.
That would be sweet.
Oh, that's so funny, Tom. Okay, here's glazed. Here's dry brushed. I picked a color to dry brush with. There's a different look to it. I guess I should have done just dry brush with the glaze so you can see what that looks like. But I'm showing you that you can. Okay. So if I dry brush over here, just a minute, Katie, you can come over here and look at this.
We really need to have somebody come in here and do these that, like,
Did you
knows
answer
how to
the
do it.
question about the metal tips to that table? I think I got it.
Oh, what
No.
about the metal tips?
They want to know, what would you do with the metal tips to that table?
Exactly what I'm
Leave
doing with them, which is nothing. Katie, zoom in on this. Look at that, like, cool patina going on there, that rusted, kind of crusty kind of awesomeness.
But do you want me to get the green off?
The green is the coolness.
Patina.
That's the coolness.
Mom likes to rust.
If I
you
had
prep them,
don't do it. If I had
They'll
gotten,
get clean.
stop it. If you prep that, I'm going to be a little sad. If I had gotten paint on it, I would take a Q-tip and prep the paint off. But I did not. That's not paint. That's fabulousness. I didn't do that. The Lord did.
Do you know what patina
mess with
is
this.
in Italian?
I don't want to know.
It's paint.
Okay, so glazing. We
I know.
just painted, dried, distressed, glaze. The other thing I want to show is it is 700 degrees. Were you trying to fan? Question? Yes.
Doing the distress, do you recommend painting and distressing in stages?
Then do I do it in stages? Do I do it if I'm distressing and painting? Would I do it in stages like I'm doing it right now, or the whole thing? I would paint everything. Then I would distress the whole piece. Then I would glaze the whole piece. Then if I'm sealing, I would seal the whole piece. I would definitely do it. Yes.
Jenlyn Parker has an Aunt Cookie. Maybe it's the same aunt.
That's funny. Maybe you're related to Jen Lynn.
Maybe you and Jen Lynn are related.
You never
I'm
know,
sorry,
Tommy.
Jen Lynn.
Never know.
I'm the reason for the police at your door every other weekend.
Okay, I need, if I'm going to seal this, I need this to be dry. You don't want to? All right. Then what do you want me to do?
Oh, what a broad
no.
question.
No.
What a broad... Wait,
no.
don't
Yes,
speak. Let me
yes,
tell you all
can.
the things
No,
I want
sorry,
you to
Jill
do.
has something to say. Sorry, yes?
How long should you let your second coat cure before you glaze? I'm impatient and did within a few hours, and my paint came off when I wiped the excess glaze off.
Okay, a couple things. That's a great question. A couple things about glazing. First is...
Wait, repeat it.
Okay, the question is, she wants to know about glazing. How long do you wait after you paint your second coat before you glaze something? She's impatient like me. She glazed, pulled her paint off. Obviously, you want to show this?
Yes.
Obviously, it doesn't always pull the paint off. The problems that occur when you're pulling the paint off are, number one, you're exactly right, probably didn't let it dry long enough. Think back to whether you prepped really, really good and whether that first coat was thin. So if the first coat was thin and you prepped really, really good, then you just need to wait a little longer. The other problem is when people glaze, they feel this inner, I got to get it blended, I got to get it smooth, I got to get it, so they don't even know they're doing it, but you're using a lot of pressure. Gentle touch with a lightly damp rag is all it takes to glaze. I'm talking really gentle touch, because you don't even know, you're stressed about glazing, you want to turn out right, your paint's coming off, you're having problems, whatever, and then you're just scrubbing the heck out of it. So gentle touch, wait for it to dry a little longer, and if the paint came off, all you got to do is just repaint over it. You don't have to go back to, what are we doing here?
Gentle touch.
That is a gentle touch.
Gentle
That's lovely.
touch.
Any other questions?
Katie, are you frozen?
No. A minute ago it said it was reconnecting, but now it's back.
Let it back up.
Are you showing
Jill's
frozen?
not up.
Are you showing questions coming through?
No, I am frozen. I am kicked off the internet altogether. So you're on, Katie.
Ooh, what questions you got, Katie?
No questions.
No
Uh-oh.
questions. Because you're kicked off too?
No.
Okay.
Here they come.
Okay.
Pressure like you are combing cotton balls. What?
Yeah, who said that? That's good.
Sherry Moss.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Because if you're trying to comb a cotton ball, if you're aggressive, it's going to just spread out into a huge piece of, just one gentle pressure.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a good analogy and hysterical, actually. Okay? Anybody else have a question? Oh, I got a question because we got a couple more winners. Go ahead, Kate.
To minimize brush strokes, does it matter if the first light layer of paint is brushed on random pattern, or do you need to brush the first coat on carefully in one direction?
Okay, Katie, come over here. Tom, move out of the way. And Katie, you come over here with me.
Wait, where am I going?
Around the table.
Around the table.
Okay, here was my first coat. You can see here, all different ways. It's not even dry yet. This is against every single rule, but I'm just going to show you that it does, when you put that second coat on, it just all works out. See? You don't see all the different directions I went on the first coat. You just see fabulous second coat. Awesome, right?
Awesome.
Woohoo!
So awesome.
Thank you for coming on to this side, Katie.
You're welcome.
All right. Okay, are we done? Any more questions? I got a question, and my question is...
Do you prep raw wood?
No, you do not have to prep raw wood. Great question. We have what?
They didn't pick the winner for what weird thing the paint stuck to.
Oh, okay, we'll pick that. We'll let you. We will pick that. There were so many answers. I want to go through them and look. That's hilarious. Okay. Oh, and I have some questions people ask on the Facebook page too that I wanted to answer. Laura Price asked if you can put the dark glaze on copper piping to make it less copper. So she could do less bright. That's what I was looking for. So she could do what?
Your question, favorite thing about the paint?
Oh yeah, I'm going to do that one. Yes. I asked Tom and he said no. You can put it on there, but it will rub off.
Yeah, you can put it on there and it'll make it look older, but
just for about 30 seconds, and it'll start falling off.
For handles, and so
Yes.
it'll wear off. The glaze will wear off.
with that kind of use.
You're almost better off to get a chemical that will age the copper, and they would have that at probably any store.
Probably any store.
Well,
Victoria's Secret. Just go right on in there and ask him for something that'll age copper. Any store, right? Okay. All right. Now, Sarah Ellen
I'm not
asked.
allowed in that store
And I think we
anymore.
already answered this, but she asked on the page, Sarah Ellen asked if you could use a mini foam roller on cabinets, and yes, you can. And then Jackie, I'm going to say the last name Renzi, I'm going to probably get that wrong, had several questions that were fabulous. How long should Tough Top dry before you apply a second coat? Tom?
Till it's dry.
How long should Tough Top dry before you apply your second coat of Tough Top?
Dry to the touch, again, it's really thin. So once it dries, it's pretty close to cured. So once it's dry to the touch all over, give it a few more minutes, especially if the fan's on it, and go for it.
Next question
It does not
was,
take long.
how long before it cures?
So after you get your table and everything done, I would give it about 24 hours. We understand somebody said maybe 30.
There were several people that thought 30 days.
Yeah, there's a difference. We use a water-based, and we use something to speed up the drying process. So if you're using an oil, yes, but on ours you do not have to do that.
And then Jackie's suggestion was that till it cured, she would put a blanket over it.
Yeah, please don't put a blanket over it. Two things. One, if it is wet anywhere, the blanket will leave the fibers, and it will attach to those.
I had somebody once that put a picnic blanket, a plastic picnic blanket, or one of those black plastic, and it left the pattern on, that pattern on the red and white checkety ants crawling across the picnic blankets. It left that pattern in it because it just wasn't dry enough yet for you to do that.
Yeah, it'll leave. You'll have a furry table. So, but
plus you're covering it. It's not going to cure as well. You've got it covered up. There's no air circulation or anything going on.
Yeah. So don't put anything over it. But the nice thing is, what I tell everybody is, if you're worried about it drying, get a fan, a box fan, a little metal fan, whatever you want. Put it on it, and a couple hours, you're good to go. It's not 100% cured, but nobody's going to mess it up. Cat can't mess it up if he jumps on it or anything like that.
I have some questions.
Okay, what are your questions? And then I got one last winner, and then we're done.
Any concerns about painting when humidity is high?
The only thing is, when humidity is high, it's going to take longer. Obviously, it's going to take longer to dry. So thinner coats, and if there's any way you can move air, will help.
Fan.
Like in a bathroom environment, the same thing. We tell people it's a small room. Even if there's not a ton of humidity in there, which there's going to be, by the time you paint, there's going to be humidity. Put a little fan in there or something, and it'll speed things up for you. That's all. Just wait a little longer.
And do you have any examples of lighter glaze over dark paint?
Yes, I can do that. Yeah, I can do that on the side of that thing right there.
Do you have a lighter glaze?
No, I don't have a tintable over here, do I? No, you know what? I'll post some pictures of that after. I'll get something where you can actually really see it, because that is a beautiful look to put the lighter glaze over the dark colors. We did answer questions about brushstrokes, I believe. But I'm going to go back through all of them, and I'll answer anything that we haven't answered, in the video we'll answer. Last question, get ready to post for a $25 gift certificate or credit, whatever. What is your favorite thing about the paint besides me and Tom and the pointer finger? Your favorite thing about the paint besides me, Tom, and the pointer finger.
Were you trying to shush her?
I think it's the pointer finger.
First person.
period.
No, I said it can't be the pointer finger. First person to post what they like the most about the paint gets a $25 credit on your next order.
Do you need to seal knots so they don't bleed through?
No, you do not.
What's your thought on that?
Seal knots.
Uh-huh.
Well, I don't know what knots they're talking about, but if it's just, if you're thinking, if it's raw wood,
and you think you're going to have something oozing through.
Yeah, but if it's just knots on like a table, an old table or something, no, don't worry about it. Just go for it. We've never done that, so I don't know why that would be an issue.
Judy says your eyelashes look great.
Thank you. That's Amy. Amy said something about a mascara.
How do you know it's not a reflection? Did you catch me in a reflection?
It was my. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Do we have a winner to that question? Does nobody like anything about the paint?
No, they do. I'm sorry.
Did it paint
No, that's
stuff?
okay.
There's so many.
Yeah, a lot of things are popping up, and I can't tell what order they're coming
Oh, well, we
in,
said
so.
first one that popped up. We can't pick a favorite here. We're just going with the first one.
The first one that popped up is D-Mraz, Ease of Use.
Ease of use. All right, that's a great answer.
D-Mraz.
You have a $25 credit. Mark that when you place an order. If you have a credit from this, from the customer creations, or from the questions we asked during the video, just put a note in the notes section that we owe you either a $25 or $35 credit, and we will get that refunded to you. And we really appreciate everybody watching. We appreciate all your questions. I'll go back through the video and answer all the ones that we might have missed or that didn't get answered. Yes?
We were smart enough to take the refunds out of Tom's hands and put them in Jill's hands.
So now they happen.
They happen
exactly.
the same day.
They happen. Yeah, they do happen same day now. Jill's awesome.
Tom
yeah,
was not good at that.
He wasn't quite keeping up. So we appreciate you watching. If you have any questions, if you're working on a project and have any questions, you can always call our office, 770-366-18.